Podcasting to the world. It's the CK Mornings In Case You Missed It podcast with Chris, Alana, and Matt. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. From our mouths to your ears, here's what you missed.
Santa show from last night, number 2 of 3 is in the books. Another solid Santa show with Santa Claus. It was a lot of fun. We got through a lot of calls last night. And the trend we are seeing this year is girls and boys asking for cameras.
I think we had 5 calls in
Had to be
yesterday
more than
about
that,
cameras.
wasn't it? There was a
at
lot.
least 5, yeah.
Yeah, my daughter's asking for. She's 21, and she's asking for a digital camera. And I'm thinking, you've got that phone in your hand that promotes nothing but the greatest pictures ever. It's got 7 cameras on it, front-facing, back-facing flash. You know how
17 megapixels, the biggest camera ever.
And now she wants a digital camera, like a little point-and-shoot deal.
It's so funny how it circles back, because when I was young, probably your daughter's age, when I went out, I had my little digital camera. You go to the club, you take your digital camera pictures, you upload them.
You come home in a stupor.
And your friends are like, upload the pictures to Facebook.
And you would upload like 89 of them.
Oh, every night had a different album, and it was titled a little inside joke, and you'd upload. You wouldn't filter through any of them. You would just upload them all, and that was the times. And then eventually that was like kind of uncool, and I'm like, oh, everyone's taking phone photos, but now I guess it's cycling back.
Yeah, so she wants, this is my kids, a 21-year-old and an 18-year-old. My daughter wants a camera, like a point and shoot. My son wants a record player. And I'm like, what are we, 1983? I'm like, what happened? I'm like, it's cool though, right? Like, it's kind of neat. They say that it's not just, our local kids. Compact cameras are coveted this Christmas season. It's a big gift. It's trending. This is what it says here. It's trending because people are into the vibe of images captured by digital cameras, similar to when film and disposable cameras had a moment not too long ago. This woman adds that this is a sort of a swing in the opposite direction where digital cameras have become popular. Compared to photos taken with your smartphone, photos taken with a digital camera flash have a crisper look.
Yeah, it definitely has that cool image.
Yeah.
It works for you because you can get your daughter one. If I asked my dad for one, he'd be like, I got you one in 2007. Where is it?
I got one 20 years ago. You want another one? But yeah, it's a hot new gift. I got a question for you guys. I drive every day, leave work, or leave the house right about the same time to head to work.
Okay.
And I've been driving past this guy for the last month and a half. Who's walking, I believe he's walking off to work. He's wearing like a high-vis vest. So in my mind, I'm like, he's off to work. He's just off he goes. And he must be new to the area. And I'm like, there he is. Kind of pass each other every single morning. This morning, wind is blowing, it's cold, snow in his face. And I thought for a minute, I'm like, do I stop and ask him if he wants a ride?
Aw, I love that.
But that's the question. Do I stop and ask him if he wants a ride? And then does it turn into like, is it now an everyday thing?
Yeah, you set the precedent.
Exactly.
That's the problem. Every time it's bad weather.
I just mean like every time. Like, do I have to wait for the worst day and that's the only day I pick him up? Or now does he just expect like...
I don't think you give him a ride if it's nice out. But I think when the weather gets bad. But then it's like, well, what's the threshold of bad weather?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, how do I approach this? Or what if he's not a guy I want in my vehicle?
That's the fear.
Yep.
Matt was snickering a little bit, so what do you think, Matt?
No, I don't. You don't pick somebody up at this time of the morning.
It's nice the thought, though.
That's my thought. And maybe it was like the Christmas feelings were like all out there, and I was like, maybe I should just be a nice guy and offer him a ride.
Oh, you mind your business.
I don't know. I think it's nice.
I got an angel and a devil on my shoulder now. I don't know.
Hey, this is not a devil.
I feel like me and Matt are angel and devil.
The devil could be in your vehicle if you let that guy in. You never know.
That's what I thought.
So I'm just being cautious. I'm not like being heartless.
And then I thought, because I see him every day, I thought, do I ask, hey, buddy, where you headed? Just to judge, maybe I'm not even going in his direction, and then it's all mute. Like this whole thing doesn't even matter. But also, do I really want to pull over and ask somebody, hey, buddy, where you going at 4:30 a.m.? Like, that's also...
he might be as scared as you. He might think you're the sketchy one.
What if he's like, wherever you're headed, pal, and he jumps in, and I'm like, oh, boy. Like, I think I'm leaning with Matt on this one. I stay in my lane.
I think you should do it just once to say you did it. I saw a hitchhiker the other day on Queen's Line, and I would never in a million years, but there is part of me that's like, I wish I could pick up a hitchhiker and help them
do
out.
not. For you, no. Don't.
Well, I know for me it's different, but I feel like, you're...
Okay, let's just say, let's say I picked him up this morning. I'm like, hey, bud, you want to ride? And he's like, yeah, thank you. And he's great. I really appreciate it. And everything goes well. I get the feels. He gets a ride. We're all great.
Yeah.
What happens tomorrow? I'm going to drive by him again. He's like, there goes that jerk. I know where he's going.
I don't know, but then I'm like, is he going to put 2 and 2 together? Like, is he sitting there looking for your car and be like, oh, the car just drove by, I guess he probably won't realize.
What were you going to say, Matt?
No, I'm just going to say the same thing. Yeah, once you pick him up once, it's like, you see that guy again, he sees those taillights, and it's like, oh, that jerk's not picking me up now.
It's a slippery slope, literally and figuratively today.
I think you should do it just once.
One time. That might be the last time, Allanah.
If you're ever late one day, I know what happened.
You come in, well, I picked up high-vis buddy. You never see me again.
A missing person report.
Yeah, Matt's 6 o'clock news let off with missing Chris.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
I think I'm going to lean with Matt on this one.
Yesterday, we shared the news of a celebrity breakup, Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox calling it quits with a baby on the way. So I wanted to cleanse the palate with some love news. We've got a celebrity engagement. Selena Gomez and her man, Benny Blanco, they got engaged.
I thought you were going to say Selena Gomez and Machine Gun Kelly.
That'd be a twist.
That would be a twist.
Rebound quickly.
No, Benny Blanco is her, I guess, now fiance. You probably don't know his name or even his face. Very successful producer and writer in music, probably involved in like 80% of the songs we play. They've been together for a year exactly. They announced they were dating last December. She posted a photo on Instagram last night, giant rock on her finger, and the caption was, "Forever begins now." I know we like a good Instagram caption. So that was the first photo. But then if you swipe, the next photo is a scene of the engagement where he proposed. It was like an outdoor picnic. There was a blanket she was sitting on, looking at her ring finger with the ring on it. But people started to zoom in on the picture more. And what was on the blanket? Taco Bell. It was a Taco Bell picnic.
I love them. I love these two.
She's sitting on the blanket all smiley, cheesing it up, and in the corner you see a bunch of Taco Bell boxes. I think I spotted a Mexican pizza, some Fry Supreme boxes, and a champagne bucket to boot.
Yeah. I've watched an interview with Benny Blanco. I love the guy.
He's good. He's
He
good.
seems like a
Very
normal
smart.
dude.
Yeah, he seems very fun. I think he's good for her. Fun guy. Like I said, very successful. And he likes Taco Bell. You take your woman out for a Taco Bell picnic and then propose.
If you can be a gazillionaire, like he's money, he's
He is.
involved in a lot of things, and she's obviously loaded. But like just to be, he seems normal.
Yeah, he seems like a chill dude. Yeah.
I would date the guy. Sounds great. Ah, well. Yeah, another one slips through my
Sorry,
fingers.
next time.
That's good news.
Yeah,
That's a good.
Machine Gun Kelly might be available for you.
Oh, yeah, perfect. There you go.
Not eating. I'm not eating Taco Bell with Machine Gun Kelly. No, thank
That's
you.
dangerous.
Good news. Good news. And nothing but. Here's Tell Me Something Good. Tell me something good. On CK Mornings.
Brought to you by Winmar, 570 Grand Ave East in Chatham. I'm going to start off. I got a couple today, actually, and tell me something good. There was an OPP officer that is being commended for her bravery and heroics. She saved a choking 4-year-old boy at the Innisfil Santa Claus parade last month. The wild thing is, so a bunch of people came up to her, said, officer, we have a 4-year-old boy. She runs over. 4-year-old boy's airway was blocked and was not breathing. She began life-saving efforts in the boy and was able to successfully dislodge the blockage. And I guess it was a piece of candy. Paramedics found the child to be in good health. She saved his life. She is one of the newest additions. It was only her second ever event as an auxiliary police officer.
Wow.
So it happened like a week after she got her badge.
What a high-pressure thing when you just start a new job.
Exactly. So salute to this police officer in the Innisfil area who saved a life.
Yeah.
Good for her. Way to go. Allanah, your turn. Tell me something good.
We got to give a big shout out to the Gore brothers. So Derek and Brett Gore, they just hit a big milestone. They're two Chatham brothers who collect empty liquor containers and then use the money to buy toys for the Salvation Army of Chatham-Kent, and they've been doing it since 2012. This week, they donated $6,400 worth of toys to the Salvation Army. So by dropping that off, that donation put them over the $50,000 mark since they started. So they hit the $50,000 milestone. They get a lot of help from the community too, so Shout out to everyone who has donated their empties to them over the last couple of years. Isn't that crazy? And the reason they started this all in the first place was in 2012, they saw a report that $2 million in toys had been stolen from the Salvation Army in Toronto. So they wanted to kind of help out, and that's what started it all.
Good guys. Way to go. Matt, your turn. Tell me something good.
Yeah, I saw this pretty cool story out of Merlin, actually. There's a couple there, Liz and Jonas Cook, who live on Aberdeen Street. And this used to be my neck of the woods, kind of. I used to live in Tilbury, so they have this Christmas spirit thing going on there where they dress up their whole house on the outside, but it's the inside that's actually more impressive. They set up like this whole Christmas village inside with like little people and stuff like that, you know, like little figurines.
Yeah.
And then I guess on the first weekend of December, so it's just this past weekend, but book it in for next year, they allow people into their house to go see it, and they just like a admission by a donation of a toy or a canned good or something like that, and then you can get inside, and it all goes to the Merlin Community Assistance Program.
Wow.
So
Wow,
yeah, it's pretty
I
neat.
love
They,
that.
I guess they're up to like 200 buildings and 500 trees. I don't know,
I saw
1,000
that, yeah.
minifigure people. It's crazy. Yeah.
Their house is wild. Absolutely wild. I wanted to end on this story from the San Jose Sharks, the NHL team. It was 10 years ago. They had a Christmas song that went viral. They performed. They had their players perform. It was called Holiday Sweater back in 2014. Well, just yesterday, they released, 10 years later, another holiday song. It's called Holiday Inflatables. And they have players come out and they sing and they dance. It's pretty funny. Here's one of the lines.
We are Team Teal coming out of the West, where the holiday decorations are the best. You drive down the streets, they're unmistakable. Holiday decor that is inflatable. My neighbors drive by and they all stare at festive characters filled with air. The sun goes down, they're as big as a blimp. When the sun comes up, my boys go limp.
Inflatables. It's pretty funny, and the guys are having a good time, and they do it for a good cause in the San Jose area.
Love that.
I listened to that this morning, and my boys go limp. I've been singing it all day. Tell me something good. Brought to you by Winmar, 570 Grand Ave East and Chester. Yesterday we started this. It's the end of the year. We have stories sitting here, little bits that we could talk about that are just piling up over the year that I've had sitting here since like March and April. Like they've been around.
Yeah, we didn't use them, so we are running out of time to use them.
This is good stuff. We just haven't had a chance to fit it in. So we're calling this Radio Roulette. So today, Matt, you're going to decide. You're going to pick a number between 1 and 6.
Okay.
And whatever number you pick corresponds to the story I've got here. And then we'll do that bit here this morning on Radio Roulette. All right. So Matt, let's spin the wheel and give you a chance. Choose a number between 1 and 6.
Let's go number 1.
Number 1. Okay. Number 1 will be, the headline here is International Space Station astronauts forbidden from eating certain foods as flammable farts could cause explosion.
I can't believe you've been sitting on that.
This content, this was from earlier in the year. I've put it aside. We just haven't worked it in.
Okay.
So the story is that veggies over the holidays, this was one of the holidays, I think it was up near Thanksgiving, that they were concerned about packing too many veggies at the International Space Station. Veggies like baked beans, cabbage, and broccoli are forbidden at the space station because those tend to make everybody gassy, and you wouldn't want to have a crew of astronauts sealed inside the space station feeling uncomfortable because farts are flammable. So the astronauts are forbidden from eating sprouts, baked beans, cabbage, broccoli, those kind of things.
Wow, really?
Yes.
It's flammable. It's like a fire hazard.
It's
or like
exactly what it is.
That's crazy.
What a way to go.
The problem of farting in space has long troubled U.S. Space Agency NASA. In the 60s, experts produced a study of how the gases on a space diet could create a potential buildup of expelled gases including hydrogen, methane, nitrogen, and carbon dioxide. They are produced by bacteria in the large intestine. Okay, we know how that works, guys. I don't have to go full into it. They say a normal person, 40 trumpets is normal a day.
Yeah.
They use trumpets as 40 of them a day. For you and I, everybody, 40 toots a day is normal. And the fear is that going above and beyond that when you eat these kind of things could cause some major issues.
I mean, a fart is already embarrassing. Can you imagine being the fart that causes a fire?
Yeah, if it caused an actual fight, that'd be unreal.
Like what?
Like Armageddon, too? That just ruins the space station? I would think it with zero gravity, it might propel you forward.
Could it?
There's also a risk of concussion by bumping your head in the wall.
There's a lot of hazards up there just from farts alone.
Yes. And we're being, I know it's toots, but we're being serious about toots this morning. You can't do that in the space station.
Yeah, the other thing is you can't just open a window. Like, you can't just, I crack a window.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, what do you do? Yeah.
Can't blame it on the dog.
Oh, you're stuck.
I would be more concerned, though, and they don't mention this in the story, about the space suits.
How do you mean?
Well, you're all...
If you,
Yeah.
Fart and it gets stuck
you have
in
let
it?
one rip inside a spacesuit.
Yeah, you're in the space suit. You just
That's
Dutched oven yourself.
Punishment up for yourself.
Yeah. Or maybe this is the answer. Is like you go put your spacesuit on, you put your bucket on, and you got the whole suit, and it's like I gotta toot. And then you're the one who has to deal with it. And you don't get let it out to anyone
Someone's
else.
gonna get the wiser to it though. Be like, you just had sprouts. And he keeps going in his suit.
Did you bring sprouts? It's dangerous up there. This is the kind of content you were missing earlier in
This
the
is
year.
gold, Chris.
It's Radio Roulette.
Can't believe still that it's a fire risk, though.
We work in studios that are sealed from the outside of this building. It's a risk in here. Very much so. And we have the same rules. Can't crack a window.
No sprouts.
No sprouts. And the same rules as the International Space Station. The Tinder Swindler is back, Allanah.
She's back. So today I'm asking the local singles, are you on the naughty or nice list? All right.
It's Alannah's fake Tinder account. And this is where the guys just come out like mosquitoes to light.
All right. So I've tried to organize them from what I feel is the most hinged to the unhinged.
Okay.
All right. So let's start with Sean from Erie O. He says, I'd like to think I'm on the nice list. I always do my best to help out when someone's in need. Pure.
That's nice.
Your message just
So
got
pure,
back. Sounds like a
baby.
great guy.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Very pure. Okay, this one's cute too.
She dropped him, Matt. He was done.
Yeah.
Too pure for me. I would just taint him. Jake, 37 from Tilbury. He says, I'm on the naughty list because I haven't taken you out for dinner yet.
Good one, Jake. Like it.
Yeah.
Jeff, I don't know what Jeff's talking about. He said, nice hair. Based on your profile, I think we'd hit it off.
We should mention that your profile picture is who?
It's a I don't know, stock image of a woman. I've had the same one because the first one was a football one, so I did stock image of a girl in a football jersey or something. And we should mention the fake name is Chris. That's with a K.
Yeah. Yes.
So all these messages would be like, hey Chris, hey Chris.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, we have Nathan who says, hello, I'm trying to get on that naughty list. Any suggestions?
Hello.
Oh,
Hey, buddy.
A man after your own heart, Chris. We have the username GoLeafsGo79.
I'm listening.
Who says, let's save Santa a trip and both get on that naughty list.
Yeah.
It's bringing the Leafs fandom down with
don't
that
bring
one.
us into that one.
Dave, 45 from Chatham, says, I'm on the naughty list. Would you like to get on the naughty list too? LOL, my name's Dave. How are you?
I love it. I love it. So this is Alannah's fake Tinder. We call it the Tinder Swindler, and you ask the guys what?
Are you on the naughty or nice list this year? We've got JMac40 from Wallaceburg. I'd start off on the nice list because I'd always treat you like a queen. Open the doors, pull out your chair, etc. But by the end of the night, we'd make the naughty list for sure.
Oh, there we go.
Wow.
Okay, we have two more left. This one I wanted to decipher with you because I'm not sure what he means. Okay, this is Pete. He messaged me, I watch over naughty men, but I am not on the naughty list myself. What is construction foreman? That was what I was
Hold on.
thinking.
Let's go over that again. His name is what?
Pete.
Pete. And he watches over naughty men.
It says, I watch over naughty men, but I'm on the naughty list. I'm not on the naughty list myself.
Weird thing to say.
I'm thinking like a foreman.
I was thinking probation officer.
Yeah, I was thinking something like that too. Or like works in the Windsor jail or something like that. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That makes sense.
Or maybe a police officer.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we should still steer clear of Pete, though. I think
Yeah.
that's probably for the best. Let him dangle. Leave him out.
Yeah, leave him hearing. Okay, next, this is the last one. We have Alex, 47 from Chatham, who says, forget either of those lists. I'm more concerned about getting on the to-do list.
Oh, that's a good one. you guys been following this United Healthcare shooter, this Luigi guy? Man, you've been on
that's
this.
pretty wild, yeah.
Yeah, like how they tracked him down, like the whole story.
Wasn't it? And McDonald's busted him.
McDonald's employee was like, hey, that's the dude right there. Like, everyone's looking for him, and a McDonald's employee is like, that guy.
And a lot of people online are thirsting over him.
He's an attractive dude. Am I right?
You're not wrong.
That's what a lot of people are saying. So his name is Luigi. Luigi Mangione is his name. And he was being transported by the cops yesterday, and reporters were in the area. And somebody yelled. Here, I'm going to play this for you, but you're going to have to listen closely, okay? So as he's being transported, he's being led from the police car into the building. This is what somebody
What's happening, Luigi? What's going on, Luigi? Luigi, it's me, Mario. Me, Mario. Luigi, it's me, man.
Luigi, it's me, Mario.
What an ungin thing to say to
Oh my goodness.
In the midst of all this happening, some guy yells out, "Hey, Luigi, it's me, Mario."
so unserious.
Like the guy did shoot allegedly
Yeah.
shot somebody. But his name's Luigi, and the guy's like, I can't pass up this
Yeah,
joke.
he'll do anything to get the pun.
Yeah. It's me, Mario.
Wow.
Good one.
He probably went back and told his buddies, I got him. I went out and waited for Luigi.
Oh, yeah, he's proud of himself. They're having a good chuckle about it.
Yeah, what'd you do? What'd you do? Well, I yelled at him. What'd you yell? Well, I yelled, it's me, Mario.
Like, nice, bro.
Good one, dude. You guys see Dolly Parton? She's been interviewed this week, and she was talking about why her husband, who you don't ever hear from.
Yeah, it's the thing. She kind of keeps him away.
No kidding.
She's 78. He's 82, and he refuses to go to award shows with her. He really just kind of just goes, and he's
Wow.
in the background. This is the thing. Like I wouldn't know who he was, right? Like
I didn't even know she was married.
Carl Dean, his name. They've been together for 58 years, Matt.
Wow, maybe that's
Man,
the
Matt didn't even
secret.
know. That's the secret. She explained why he doesn't go to these events.
We got married in '66, so that's when I won the first award for the BMI Song of the Year.
Yeah.
And I rented him a tux and, begged him to go, and he did. And, he was so uncomfortable.
Oh.
The whole night. I
Poor
mean,
Carl.
as soon as we hit the door, he started pulling off stuff. And, and he thought he was just so, he said, look, now I want you to do everything you want to do, and I wish you the best, but don't ever ask me to go to another one of these things, because I ain't going. And he never did.
Never has to go again.
Wow.
Fair enough. I mean, it would be very overwhelming, because think of going to your spouse's work Christmas party.
Ugh.
That's times a million going to one of these Grammy Awards or whatever.
Yeah. My tip is to the guys. If you are being dragged to the Christmas party, before you're even home, rip your stuff off and be like, I'm never doing that again. That'll get you out of it for 58 years.
I was just going to say, but you have to set that tone early.
Yeah.
Like, you have to do that immediately, and then you're free.
Yeah, because you can't go a couple years of going to the events and then suddenly be like, I'm not going again. That's too suspicious.
58 years ago, he made a decision. It was probably the best decision of his life.
Wow. No kidding.
Yeah.
And look at them, happily ever after for 58 years.
Who else could listen to Dolly just talk? I just love her twang. It's just
It's so calming.
so soothing.
Ripped off his stuff.
Yeah, she's like, you don't have to go ever again. And he's like, okay, we'll never go. See, all set. You can like and subscribe to CK Mornings in case you missed it podcast anytime. Consists of myself, Allanah, and Matt, team members, all for one for all, right? We never stray from that podcast, ever.
Right.
Right.
What?
She is a radio personality
Oh.
in Ontario.
The internet's a wonderful thing, Allanah. I am on my Instagram the other day,
Yes.
and I see Allanah Wills is appearing on another podcast.
Oh.
And I'm like, WTF? Who is this? Why is she appearing on another podcast? Allanah is two-timing us, Maddie. She's farming herself out
Wow.
on another podcast.
Wow.
Where I talked to you guys nonstop.
Oh, no, we listened to it. You did not. It was all about Allanah.
Okay, so
Don't even
I
go
love that you messaged me on Instagram and we met on Instagram and you were like, hey, I'm in radio too. But like, how did you get into radio?
Yeah, it was the Allanah show, and we were just all standing by.
Yep.
I put together like the jankiest demo you ever heard. I remember
like just like a sleepless night. I had a glass of wine. I downloaded Audacity to my computer. I was making a demo. I'm like, I gotta make this work. I probably could not, like, my life depended on it. I probably could not listen to that demo again. Like, it helped though, because it was for the same company. So the man who was hiring me, who's now my boss, he kind of knew me. So luckily, 'cause I don't think I was getting any offers with that demo by itself.
What are you doing on another podcast? Who was this?
It was a podcast about the show.
No,
It's
it
like
wasn't.
Inception. Yes, there was a lot of mention of CKSY in the show, and even in the little description, she put host on CK Mornings.
Yeah, there's no mention of Matter-Eye.
Yeah,
I
and I
feel
heard
like-
lots of talk
feel
about.
like she
I
edited
was
it
in
down.
the newsroom. I was in the newsroom, and then I didn't hear anything about the, how good my news director was.
Yeah, exactly, Matt. You got nothing. Nothing about her co-host and how he's mentored her. Nothing.
I feel like she trimmed it down a lot. I think I couldn't even listen to the whole thing because I was too embarrassed. But it's like 7 minutes, I believe. But me and her talked for like 25 minutes.
Okay, give us the details. Who is this?
Okay, it's the Britt Rose podcast. She's a woman in I think like Oklahoma, a radio person.
I think it's an Erie.
Originally from Oklahoma,
Okay.
but she moved to Erie, and she ended up actually losing her job not that long ago. So she wanted to start a podcast for like women in media and women in radio. She followed me on Instagram, so I reached out. We got to talking, and then we recorded it.
I think like this is how bands find out when their lead singer's leaving, man.
Yeah, nice.
It's like they just hear, hey, you're doing a song without us. That's weird.
Did you actually listen to the whole
Oh,
thing?
we listened to the whole thing.
I listened to the whole thing on Instagram.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot of mention of you.
We never got mentioned once.
She
in this
edited
entire
it out
podcast.
then,
Did
I
not
swear.
hear it.
Yeah, not a single mention of Matter-Eye.
I specifically remember a part where I said how good you were at doing
No.
social media.
You
I
did not.
specifically, she edited it out. She trimmed it
edited
down.
it.
It was a very long conversation.
Yeah, cutting room floor, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I understand.
I don't think I was getting any offers with that demo by itself.
Yeah, we were the only dumb ones to accept it. Is that what you're saying? Wow. To find out this way really hurts, Alana.
My stomach hurts laughing.
Like, you tell us everything. You tell us too much stuff sometimes.
That's the problem with overshares, though. They're always hiding something.
That's it, Matt. Good call. She overshares, and then this thing, for some reason, she didn't tell us, and it's on the internet. Like, we're not going to see it.
I don't know. It's embarrassing to say certain things.
Okay. Now, Alana, formerly of CK Mornings, she's leaving us.
Well, we
Matt.
know what's going to happen if she ever does leave. She's never going to talk about us.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. We're nothing but a blip on the radar. Those two doofuses in Chatham. Thanks, Selena. I'm gonna share it on our Instagram right now. Okay?
She tagged the station Instagram in it, so.
Yeah, but we never got that. For some reason, you went to it before it got caught. It was a whole thing,
I
man.
knew this would happen.
It was a whole thing.
I said I'll get made fun of.
It's a whole. I'm gonna share it on our Instagram story right now. If you want to hear the whole story between how Alana got to be Alana. Without the
very
help.
riveting.
Listen online every weekday morning at 94.3CKSY.com. Weekends on in case you missed it, or tune into the podcast weekdays. Subscribe, rate, review, and tell your friends all about the CK Mornings in case you missed it podcast.